My name is Asa Collins, but for the summer cMOOC Living the Dreams, I went by Anonymous Octopus. At first, I was nervous, but I was excited to write. And then once we got into it, I was fascinated. I really enjoyed reading the articles presented in the class, and it gave me a lot of time to reflect on the nature of technology and how we use it. And then it also gave me the opportunity to share these ideas with a lot of people that I've never met. So the class was really rewarding, and it also gave me a lot of new perspectives. Unlike most classes that you take in, high school and college and university, where you're in a classroom, you're with your peers, maybe you do a group project together. This course, the summer cMOOC, it felt more connected than most classes I've taken before. It felt more intimate because you don't get to read other people's writing in day-to-day classes and activities and stuff. So it was an interesting experience getting to know people that I never met based solely on what they decided to write about. And it's something that I enjoyed, and I think I would like to take more classes like that, or for other people to have that experience, because it gives you a different perspective on people and on what they like and enjoy that you don't get just sitting next to them in a classroom, that you don't get just working on your math project together. It's different, and it's awesome. Being a computer science major, I don't really get the opportunity to write all that often. We do a lot of problem solving, we learn about algorithms, but we don't really use, human language that much. So taking this course was an interesting transition because I like writing, but it's something that I haven't spent a lot of time doing. And taking this course over the summer, it gave me a lot of extra time to focus on the writing that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I suppose it was really useful that a lot of the articles we were reading were kind of about the future of technology and computers and these topics that I've been studying alongside like social things. So it kind of gave me a better perspective on like some ethics and like a lot of the morality behind computers that aren't really achievable within my own major courses. So one of the assignments that we had in this class was the nugget. Basically, we read an article and we chose like a few sentences or paragraph that stuck out to us. And the goal is to try and make it mean as much as possible. Well, for the first one, on Vannevar Bush's As We May Think, I couldn't really pick one. I connected with some of the ideas but not enough to choose something. So instead, I decided I was just going to start writing. And within the first few minutes of writing, I realized what I wanted to write about. So I chose the feeling of conviction as my nugget. I described the author's sincerity and how he wrote and how he describes his version of the future. After I wrote that post, I wasn't really sure how people were going to take it. I didn't feel like it meant all that much. It seemed pretty natural to write about that feeling of conviction, though. But the comments that I received from my peers and from my professor said otherwise. Some students said that they reread the article and considered the idea of conviction while doing that. Even Dr. Campbell wrote that my post made him think anew about an essay that he never grows tired of. So that was one of the interesting parts of this experience, being able to do something that seems natural for me to write about, and then have it connect with other people more than I thought it would. When it came to picking my topic for the final project, I was a little lost at first. Um, I'm interested in a lot of different topics, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to be able to write extensively on. And then it occurred to me that I've had an Oculus Rift for a year now, and that I'm interested in virtual reality, and that I've been able to make some games with it before. And so I decided to explore how virtual reality can be used beyond gaming so that it can have some more positive effects. And that made sense to me because of two of the projects that I did with that. One of which was meant to make people uncomfortable by exploring phobias and some of the stimuli for those. And another which simulated echolocation through like audio input, simulated blindness through echolocation. And so it made sense to me to do my project on virtual reality. And then in doing it, I actually learned a lot of interesting things. There's research to do with empathy, and exposure therapy is the other thing. I talked about those a lot in my project. Um, it it was, I don't know, fascinating. It took a lot of time. I didn't get to sleep. Yeah.